Call this meeting of the Senate Veterans Affairs Committee to order and appreciate everyone being here today, particularly our two nominees. The purpose of this hearing will be to hear from two nominees, one for the Court of Veterans Appeals and one for the Benefits, Undersecretary for Benefits in the VA. We thank both of you for being here today. In just a minute, we'll introduce you for 5 minutes of testimony that you might want to give, and then we'll have Q&A from the committee. I'd like to say a few things in advance of the hearing, though, just to be sure and answer a lot of questions I've been asked by a lot of people that I have refused to answer, because once you start answering them, you can't stop. And I thought I'd do it all at once. This is the best place to do it. As you know, the Secretary did a great job, Secretary Shulkin. I appreciate what he did. He's no longer the Secretary. We have a nominee with whom I have had one phone call conversation, which I appreciated very much. And we'll have a personal meeting and have told the President, the administration in the White House, and have told everybody that has asked that we will have a hearing as expeditiously as we can when we have everything from them. It's their job to answer the questions and give the White House documentation, and until I get that, I can't do anything. If, however, we get the documentation and the nominee answers the questions on time, we will have the ability to have a meeting on the 25th of April. That would be the earliest and latest in this month that we could have a hearing on the nominated secretary. So as chairman, and with the concurrence of the ranking member, and we've talked on the phone, we're ready to go when we have everything from them that puts us in a position of being able to go. The earliest that can take place is on the 25th of April, and if we don't get the information a few days in advance of that, we can't even do it then, but that date is available and it's possible to do. So we will do it and act as expeditiously, but as thoroughly as possible. I think it's very important, as we did on the nomination of the previous secretary, Dr. Shulkin, to have a thorough hearing, ask all the questions that need to be asked, and make sure we have vetted the nominee to the maximum extent possible for the benefit of the nominee, for the benefit of the VSOs, for the benefit of the veterans, for the benefit of the members of the committee, and the benefit of the greater public at large. This is a tremendously important responsibility, taking care of our veterans. It's one that John Jester and I and all our members take very seriously, and we want to make sure we have as little break in service and continuity as possible, and we're going to move as deliberately but as expeditiously as possible to make that happen. John